Alright guys, it's been a while since I've done one of these, a collection video. So, I have been into collecting, physical Nintendo Switch titles. Because the cases are cool, and the cartridges are cool. I just find it fascinating that they could fit all of this technology on one little something as small as like an SD card. So, I'm gonna be going, it's not gonna be in any order, but I'm just gonna show off what I have. Alright, so the first one is a recent release. That's not so recent. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. And honestly, this is a tale of like two different games because while I'm impressed at the fact that they can get all of The Witcher onto one cart, what I've played in docked looks really, really ugly. And I know this because I have it on the PS4 as well. I've yet to try it in handheld, so I'm going to be doing that soon. Next on the list, Mega Man X and X2 Legacy Collections. I got these because I have not had an experience with those games because I didn't really grow up in that timeline and I wasn't really into Mega Man, so I just had to give these a shot, and for the most part they're really good. Just the difficulty is a bit of an issue for me. Next on the list is the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. Now, let me preface this by saying, I love this collection, but my issue lies in the heart of battle. No, not really. The issue lies in the difficulty of Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I love Street Fighter 2 Turbo. It's probably my favorite version of Street Fighter, but it's also the one that beats my ass the most. I wish that the difficulty slider mattered, but it really doesn't. Alright, next on the list, Mega Man 11. I played the demo, thought it was fun, figured I'll get it, and from what I've played, I've really enjoyed, but it's another Nintendo hard game. So if you enjoy that, pick up Mega Man 11. It's really cheap now, as well. I work in a mall, and every time I go to my local GameStop, it's always in the under 20 bin. Guys, this one is near and dear to my heart. Let me preface this first. I have the Sega Genesis Mini, but it doesn't even come close to this. This is the Sega Genesis Classics Collection, where you have over 50 titles, it says. The Genesis Mini is a great thing, and there's gonna be a review coming from me for that as soon as I can get my hands on a 6-button USB controller. But what I will tell you is that it's missing Streets of Rage 1, Streets of Rage 3. It's missing a lot of quality titles that are on this. Granted, it has a lot of the titles that are that's also on this, but there are quite a few that are missing, like Alien Storm, eSWAT. I don't believe Golden Axe 2 and 3 are on there. Those are pretty quality. Just to name a few. This is also now a bargain title. Alright. A lot of you have seen, if you followed me on Facebook, I had to have all of the copies of this Mortal Kombat 11 on Switch. Where do I begin? Because this is another title that is polarizing in the sense that I'm impressed that it got on a cartridge. I am not so impressed by the quality of the graphic. Well, I'm both impressed and not, because there are certain aspects from up close that look great, but then when you get farther and farther away, you know, some of the backgrounds are muted out, and you don't have as many things going on in the background. You don't, the hair is a bit of an issue for some fighters. The lighting is a bit off. But it's still a great port if you're looking for Mortal Kombat on the go. You're not going to get much better than Mortal Kombat 11 on Switch. Next is another recent purchase I picked up. The Spyro Reignited Trilogy. I picked this up based on my curiosity, because even though I grew up with a PS1, I still have had zero experience with the Spyro games, and I will tell you that this thing is a blast. It's like I'm playing a Pixar movie, which is beyond excellent. And it looks beautiful both in docked and in handheld mode, so that's great. So that's the Spyro trilogy. Now this is very much in the same vein. And I had to pick this up because I've played it once before with a friend. The Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. This is a blast, and to be able to play it on the go is absolutely amazing. You could get a little tripped out by seeing Crash on a Nintendo console, and I wouldn't blame you, because it is trippy. But if you want a really good time killer, then look no further than the Crash Insane Trilogy. I'm gonna do these in a quadrilogy, if you will. I don't even know if that's the thing. But 3 of these games that are coming up, 3 of these games coming up after this one were sent to me by Limited Run Games, and you've seen the unboxing videos, so that it is probably familiar to you. But I picked up the other day Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, because I'm in the midst of playing Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, so I would really like to see where the story goes from Curse of the Moon to Ritual of the Night. I hear they're very different games. I hear this one is very Metroidvania-esque, whereas Curse of the Moon is more of an 8-bit sequel to Castlevania 3 type vibe. So when I start playing this, I will let you guys know. And yes, I'm aware that there are some issues with the way this game runs on Switch. I'm hoping that they patched all of that. I'll let you guys know that in the review as well. So, these next 3 games, you may or may not have seen me unbox. If you did, thank you for watching, and if you didn't, here they are right now. Windjammers, this is a limited run exclusive, and it is based off of a Neo Geo sports game. It's where the idea for the independent game Disc Jam, came about, and this is really fun. I was hoping to play this game with friends, but honestly, the Nintendo Switch's wireless capabilities, not impressive. I can't even get a match on MK11, but we won't go there. This is Mercenary Kings, and it is another limited run exclusive. Jeez, I'm not even holding it right. The logo is being blocked by my finger, but this is another limited run exclusive, and it's very much in the vein of like a Metal Slug with a lot of RPG elements. It's very violent for a 8/16-bit title, but it's super awesome, and I recommend it to anyone that enjoys Metal Slug or games like Contra. Pick this one up if you can. Although I will tell you that if limited run does not have it now, you can pick it up digitally. I just really wanted the physical version because I love the game. And finally, for the limited run trilogy, I was just talking about this, Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon. Again, this is a spiritual successor to Castlevania, and actually, it feels like a direct sequel to Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon started out as a Kickstarter reward for Ritual of the Night. They said if they got a certain amount of backers, they would do an 8-bit Bloodstained game, because that's what the people wanted, and the goal was surpassed, and out came Bloodstained Curse of the Night. And I actually, not Curse of the Night, jeez, Curse of the Moon, and I actually really enjoy this. Pick this up if you can, digitally, if you missed out on the limited run opportunity. You won't regret it. And finally, guys, possibly one of my favorite Switch games, period, pause, full stop, because I was a huge fan of this franchise, and they went a little bit astray with the last few releases. And when I when I had heard that they were doing a version of this game in the classic style, I had to have it. This is Sonic Mania Plus. Now, this game was made by a fan group. I believe it was, Christian Whitehead is a well-known Sonic fanatic, and he actually consulted Sega and said he wanted to do a Sonic game in the vein of the classic Sonic the Hedgehog games, and this was born, and I have to say, this is awesome from top to bottom. You've got the retro gameplay. You've got a brand new sounding soundtrack done by T. Lopez. I don't know how to say your last name. I'm sorry, dude. But it's an amazing game. And if you're a Sonic fan and you haven't played this, you owe it to yourself to play it. And if you still don't, what's wrong with you? No. But seriously, it's a really cool title, and the Switch version comes with all types of cool stuff. Like, I'll show you. Hold on. The Switch version comes with the game, of course, but you can flip your Sonic Mania cover inside out to make it look like a Genesis game, which I love because I'm nostalgic for those old Genesis red spines. And finally, it comes with a art book, The Art of Sonic Mania. I'm pretty sure that all of the physical versions of this game comes with all this stuff. So if you're a Sonic fan, I say it again, you owe it to yourself to pick up the physical version so you can get all these goodies and a great game to boot. Alright guys, that's my Nintendo Switch physical collection thus far, and we're going to be getting more soon. Limited Run has agreed to send me a couple more games, so I will be doing an unboxing of those, and my Switch collection will continue to grow. And let me know in the comment section down below how many of these games you also have, and let me know how you enjoy them. And if you don't have these, let me know which ones you plan on picking up. Alright, please take care of yourselves, be good to one another, and I'll see you on the next video.